Hey Muchkins, welcome to All the Muches. We are going to start out today's show a little different than we normally do. Chris and I actually had a conversation before the show, and we decided that I was this statement, and Chris, out of solidarity and just as a good human being, is going to sit and listen, and we ask that you do the same during this. Recently, some things have come out about an organization that both of us have been a part of, that is the New York City Gay Men's Chorus, and the unfortunate racism that has happened within the walls of that organization. I just want to let you know that on this show and in my life and in everything I deal with, that is something I do not stand for and I cannot stand for. And so I asked to make this opening statement and say that we are here to support you. We are here to listen to you. If there is something that we have not lived through, we will listen. And we will react with kindness and understanding and empathy, and we will do nothing other than that. And that is why Chris has decided to take a stance and listen during my opening of this show. Unfortunately, New York City Gay Men's Chorus leadership hasn't followed their own protocols and has removed a person from the chorus for calling out exactly what we're trying to fight, and that is racism within its walls. There are a lot of things going around. There are a lot of posts. Just know that the BIPOC community within the chorus is fully functioning, and we are trying to make a difference within the walls of that chorus because it is a family that we have grown to love and we have grown up in and become even more of our queer selves in. I personally have stepped back from the chorus because as somebody who has sat in a position of leadership within that chorus has seen what other people have not. And I know that the executive director, the artistic director have both resigned, and I welcome their resignation. And with that said, we are going to transition into our show, and I just want to let you know that this is something I care deeply about. However, we still have a show to do, and we are going to proceed as we always do. So you will see a tone flip, and that is not because we are ignoring what's going on, but we need to let you know that things can be okay in times of turmoil, and that we are here for you, and that we will always be the people you can turn to when you need us. Our Instagrams are always scrolling at the bottom. You can reach out to us on there. And if you're watching us on Facebook, YouTube, or anything else, please feel free. So with that said, welcome to All the Muches. My name is Michael Bowman-Zamora.
I'm Christopher Colville.
And we love you.
Love you. All the Muches.
All the Muches.
Thank you for joining.
Yes.
Welcome.
I am going to start out our show. We are going to start out our show like we always do.
Yeah.
And that is talking about our physical health and wellness as soon as I can find it. Oh my gosh.
Mental health and
physical wellness. Wow, I even confused myself there. So, since I just talked quite a bit, let's jump into some comments really quick.
Yeah,
so Chip wanted to let us know that he is the first commenting in. And we have Brittany Rose O'Neill saying, hi, love.
Hi,
Brittany.
Sweetheart. Congratulations on your wedding.
Yes,
I'm so sorry I wasn't able to make it. This is my dad's wife's daughter. Brittany, she's so sweet. She's such a sweetheart, and she just got married. Congrats to you guys. I'm sorry I wasn't able to make it. Work's been crazy, really crazy. We're gonna talk about that actually on our little mental health and physical wellness journey. But yeah, so it's been quite a couple of weeks because we didn't do a show last week because Michael was on a flight. And so we gave it a 1 week break, and here we are back again. But physical wellness, mental health, and all that jazz. I am, for those of you who don't know, I'm sure everyone does at this point, I've been doing keto.
You're doing keto?
No, me? Keto? But it's been great. I'm kind of weaning off of it at this point, which is not really something you can do. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do specifically, you're not doing it. That's just how the science works. But anyway, tomorrow marks my 3-month journey with these guys I've been working out with. That's been wonderful. I'm down 20 pounds or so.
What? Sorry.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm ignoring Chris, but I actually forgot to type in our
Oh, the topic.
our topic, so I'm doing it right now.
That's okay.
While I'm
I'll just
listening.
keep going.
But you actually, I raised up for that because, geez, that's a lot, girl.
I started at 185.
That is a lot.
And I now teeter between 163 and 165. But I will say, too, as human beings, we normalize things and we get right on with that next stressor. And so this is sort of a PSA and a reminder for everyone to be compassionate with yourself, give yourself the credit you deserve, be grateful for who you are, the things that you are doing to benefit and to better yourself, and give yourself that credit, because I forget to do that for me a lot.
It's important.
Yeah.
Not just for physical, but the mental part of
well, totally,
physical.
because, you know, the way it affects us mentally when we do go through physical change is really important to address and be mindful of. And I recognize that recently, despite the wonderful efforts I've made and the journey I've come so far, of my physical wellness since March, I'm already doing those things where I'm like, oh, but why don't I look like this yet? Why?
Hi, same.
Yeah, why don't I have my 6-pack abs coming through? It's like, Chris, cut yourself some slack.
But wait, you do have them coming through, girl.
You know,
we just had a Kiki the other night in rehearsal, and you showed some progress photos. Obviously, we show things to each other that we're not going to put up on screen for you all the time.
But there will be
sometimes you'll see it,
yeah.
but I just want to say, and not to interrupt you, but you are looking great, girl.
Thank you.
The weight is coming off. It's doing it.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Also, I have to put this comment up because it is funny to me.
Yeah.
You're an Aquarius. Excuse me. So am
Oh,
I.
yes.
Come on, Taylor.
Come on, Taylor. Aren't we? I mean, we're all the muches.
We are. We're two Aquarians.
Yeah.
You all can be Aquarian for the great look.
For the great place, that's where I thought you were going.
Y'all two great looking humans. We try.
Oh, thank you, love.
So anyway, sorry, keep going. I just wanted to comment you
so,
about that.
thank you. I appreciate that.
We all need a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Love you all the bunches.
Love you all the bunches. So that's that. And then I find out tomorrow, I meet our new director at my job that we've been without for the past year and a half, of which I've absorbed a lot of responsibilities. So I'm looking forward to meeting this person and getting them up to speed. And it's exciting. It's also nerve-wracking. It's change. And, we'll continue to go through change as we come out of COVID and things start to open up more and more and more. So, just dealing with a little anxiety, a little stress, working a lot. I feel like I've got like 20 pounds under my eyes today. It's just a feeling.
Not at all.
Okay, I appreciate it.
It's a feeling, not a physical manifestation.
Yeah, it's a feeling. It's a mental, not the physical.
Yeah.
But you know what? We're here. We're here to get it done.
We're queer, and we're
because we're
chatting with you.
Blessed and booked.
Blessed and booked.
We're busy.
Oh my God, that is actually part of my physical health and mental wellness. Whatever we're saying.
Tell me about it,
ma'am. So we have had a journey this last weekend. Mm-hmm. So most of you don't know this. I'll not a brief synopsis. I've been doing drag for this is my 16th year doing drag. I started in 2005 with Tajma Stetson, who has been a commenter on the show. You will also see her as a very regular guest on Viva Aaliyah, which is my Saturday show on 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Also on there, and
come and get your merch, girl.
Yes, come and get the merch. AleeMartinezQueen.com. So I've been doing drag for 16 years, almost 17, and it's been a long time since I've had back-to-back weekend of drag.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute with COVID and all.
Last week we weren't able to do much because I was coming back from Nebraska, and the flight times were just a little
Right.
I actually ended up getting back at midnight.
Jeez.
So thankfully Sarah, our friend, picked me up from the airport. But I had that, and then I got a call as I was in the airport, I need you Friday. So I had a show on Friday in Asbury Park, which is New Jersey. It's an hour and a half away from us.
Yeah.
Then Saturday is, of course, Viva Aaliyah. So I was doing that. I had a great interview on Saturday. And then as I was painting, I call putting my makeup on painting. As I was painting for Viva Aaliyah, I had a call that said, I need you tomorrow to host a show at the Ritz in New York City, which is like one of our biggest clubs. It's very well known. Everybody knows it.
Spot.
Can I tell you, the crowd was just immaculate. There were people, no lie, throwing 10s and 20s at me all night.
Oh,
it was just like, and we've said this on the show, we're preparing for nationals, so that's like huge help for nationals. It was just like, it's so wonderful, and so it's almost like it brought me to tears. We did Aretha Franklin's A Deeper Love Pride.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I instead of just, I finished the show out with that, and I started bringing the queens up on stage with me, so we were all just like priding it out, giving love, you know. And I always, and I ended my shows recently, I shouldn't say always, but in the past year I've been ending my shows with Black Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter, Stop the Asian Hate. You know, we're all in this together. We are better in numbers than we are as a single person. And so I was saying that over the song, and just like the crowd, and just feeling like New York City was here and in Pride Month again was so emotional.
So much love.
And yeah, so that's,
we've been ready.
And like those 3 days I didn't get to work out, so I was like, I'm doing drag and I'm sweating my ass off, so who cares?
Exactly.
Literally.
Killing it on stage.
Could only wear the costumes once because they have to go into the tub.
Cleaners. Yes.
So actually, for a lot of my drag clothing, I have to put it in the bathtub and put like soap in there with it because it's hand rhinestoned and beaded and delicate, and dry cleaning it every time would actually ruin it more than it would help it.
Right.
So yeah, it's very. Oh yeah, we met some fun new friends from South Carolina. Those were the ones who were tipping me heavy, and they actually said they were going to start watching the shows. So maybe we'll see them tonight. If not, we'll see them on Saturday. But yeah, it was such a great time. So I think that put me in like a good mental space.
Yeah.
And then just, you know, it's not a bad mental space. Figuring out the timeline of everything for nationals is just like very interesting, and it's stressful, and it takes a toll. And I'm a very internal person.
Yeah.
I just spoke to my therapist about this. I'm a very internal person. I internalize things. So even when my husband is like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Nothing." And inside,
because inside it's everything.
I'm that dog sitting there with the fire on, who's going, "Everything's fine." And then it comes out in like the most stressful ways sometimes. So. But anyway, some love from my mother-in-law. Hi. Also, I have to give a huge shout out, and you will also want to do this. It was Nana's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Nana!
Happy birthday, Nana!
Oh, I missed dancing with you and strutting.
It was this weekend. She turned a lovely young age, and we are just celebrating her life, always and always and forever, because she's wonderful.
Her and her gorgeous caftans.
Speaking of beautiful people,
hi Tom.
We were just talking about you.
How you doing, sweetheart?
So athletical, yes.
So athletical.
Yes,
Wow.
we actually had a cold opening today. Just for those of you who are joining, New York City Women's Sports has had some things going on. I'm going to be speaking about it. I just want to say this really quick, and then we can again move on. I'm going to be speaking about it again on Viva Aaliyah. It's going to be, today's speech was much more from, obviously Saturdays is going to be from the heart too, but Saturdays is going to be much more planned out. And this was just me speaking in the moment because we needed to get some things out there. I'm also going to be interviewing the member of the chorus who was kicked out on Viva Aaliyah. So, Chris, I will not pretend to kill your last name. But Zeinkwitz.
That sounds right.
Hi guys. And Zeinkwitz. Rough Machio kind of tea. Ooh, yes. Come on, Karate Kid.
Wax on, wax off.
So yeah, that's where I am. I'm actually feeling good. Also, I sat down today and I went, oh, I have lost a little weight in the face again.
Yes, you have.
So
you've also been on your fitness journey, girl.
Thank you for the weekend of drag, because it kept up that. I've been riding the Peloton, which is behind us, behind the green screen. And
did that make it move?
It kind of made a cool glow in my hands, though. What? Right?
Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted, absolutely. So I've been riding the Peloton, but I wasn't able to do that over the weekend because I was dead tired. Girl, one day I think I woke up at like 4 p.m. because I was just done with being awake. So there's that, and that's how I'm feeling.
Awesome.
Shall we move on to our next topic? I know we can always keep our checking in with each other. I did want to say one more thing.
Oh yeah.
These are gorge. So this is part of the physical journey. We're loving the
we're
nail
having fun with
polish.
doing some nails, you know, a little, I don't know what kind of blue that is, but a little blue. I don't know the color.
It's gorge.
It's gorge blue.
Gorge blue.
Bodacious blue.
Chip wants to know when we're getting all of the calendars, some sexy photos. People are asking.
The calendar?
Oh my God, what if Chris and I did a full calendar of glamour shots?
With like the laser backgrounds?
Yes, laser backgrounds. But like large eyes and all of them, it would be so
yes! I'll make sure I bring my poofy hair.
Not poofy hair.
When I was 12 years old.
All right, we have, I do finally have these in the system.
Oh, wonderful.
Also, really quick, to all of our podcast listeners, while I do this, go ahead.
Yeah. To all of our podcast listeners, you can find us at.
You can watch us each and every Tuesday night here on all of our social media. The only thing we can't do is Instagram because Instagram sucks, even though we love it. I love posting to Instagram, but they do not want us a streaming service going directly into them.
Yeah.
I know how that feels.
I always forget how to mention the podcast.
Yeah, just check us out if you want to see us live each and every Tuesday night.
Please.
We are here.
Yeah, we're here.
We love you. But we are going to talk about all the hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer, honey.
And I think that means a lot of different things to a lot of us. We have
getting body down, making summer plans.
Speaking of hot girl summer, Tajma's going to be Miss June in the calendar.
Ooh, you better.
We love that.
You better.
So yeah, getting body down. Music is a big part of our lives. So like, what are we going to be listening to?
Yeah.
What movies are we looking forward to this summer? Are we going to Sheep's Meadow? Are we going to Fire Island? Are we going to Keytown? What's the tea and
listen, we've been waiting. As it is, we are going to create our own Pride this year. There are no events happening specifically for Pride, but it's Pride Month, y'all.
They're doing like Pride Island, but it's like watching digital things, and I'm not sure. Like,
but there's no parade,
right? Usually, there's also like somebody big book, like Deborah Cox has been here.
Sure.
We've had why am I blanking?
Other wonderfully fabulous things.
Patty LaBelle. Wow, I could not think of her. Patty LaBelle was here last year or 2019.
Yes.
And so we have none of that on Pride Island this year. So
that's okay.
But hey, we can still Pride it up this summer.
Yeah, we need to.
Yeah. So for you, what are you thinking Hot Girl Summer's looking like?
Yeah, well, we've been working on the body yaddy yaddy. So that's nice, just in time for summer. So that's gonna be great. Going to the beach. Oh, going to Jacob Reese. I just Jacob Beach
section Jacob Reese.
Throwing around frisbee, listening to some music, meeting all of the wonderful gay people and queer people out there that we're here. We're here to have a good freaking summer. It's about time,
I had to look up my song name.
Your song name? Oh.
My song for the summer.
Oh, well.
You said yours may not have happened yet, though. So that's totally fine.
There are a couple, but I want to hear yours first. And then I want to hear about, what your favorite, Pride song is.
My song for this summer is going to be Conceited by Remy Ma. Mm-hmm. Because why not?
Why not?
One of the lines in there is like, who's going to be looking at my window? Nobody, because I'm in the penthouse, honey. Like,
yes.
You cannot come up.
You'll have to play that for me later, because to be honest,
she says, I'm conceited, don't need a reason. Like,
zero.
Come on.
0 fucks.
That's 0 fucks to give, and that's me all summer, all year, really.
There you go.
But that is my song for the summer. I've decided I'm gonna live by being that, and of course, Body Beautiful, Salt Peppa, which actually you cannot get anywhere but the 2 on 2 soundtrack. Did you know that?
Really?
Yeah, unless you're a pirate.
We don't like those.
I mean,
even though I do have this earring.
Even though we do have, Chris has this pirate earring in. So there's that for me. But your Jacob Reese is I
think that'd be a blast.
Tell us about Jacob Reese for those of them who don't know.
Jacob Reese Beach is located at the tail end of the Rockaways.
The tip, if you will.
The tip. The back section where all the gays go to do their gay things.
We're literally in the cages by that abandoned.
And by that abandoned, it looks like an abandoned prison or hospital. It's literally it looks like something straight out of a horror movie, surrounded by barbed wire fencing. And of course, that's where
the gays.
That's where we are. Because that's just how it goes. We find our spot and we say this is ours, even though it wasn't prime location, and then we make it everything.
The funny thing is it's 4 miles away, but it takes 2 hours to get there.
It takes even longer to get. It takes significantly longer, I feel like, to get to Jacob Reese than to just get off at one stop, Beach 56 at the Rockaways. You know,
because you have to. It's like train to a train to a bus to a train.
Yeah,
and
well,
but
regular
if
walkways, you just take a train and that's the bus.
But even if you drive, it's like the weirdest, like out in Long Island back into Brooklyn type of thing.
It's confusing. But it's a wonderful place.
We have some fam. Hey boys.
Hey Dad. Daddy,
Hey.
what's going on? This is my dad, my father, my real dad, not my zaddy. Just in case all of you.
I hope so with the same last name.
I mean, yeah.
Also, family, daughter, dad.
Yeah, my dad and the woman in that photo with him is Michelle. She's wonderful. Is his wife. Brittany is Michelle's daughter. It's Brittany, bitch.
Also, we could play Brittany all summer.
Ooh,
and just have a hot girl
give me more.
Yeah.
Give me all of it.
Yeah, the Femme Fatale album. I actually, on the way back from Nebraska, Tajma and I were driving from Nebraska to Kansas City, and I was like, let me put on some of this. And Taj was like, I don't know if I know a lot of this music. And then we were jamming the whole way back because Femme Fatale is actually one of her albums that sneaks up on you with all of the bops.
Yeah, it sure does. Also, I want to support queer artists this summer. I think it's really important, especially the ones who aren't very well known.
Lil Nas X.
Yeah. How about some people who aren't even on the charts who are killing it with new EPs? Two drag queens based out of New York City that I'm obsessed with singles they've released.
You are.
Rose has this amazing single that I'm blanking on the name of right now. Something about the devil made me do it.
And the other one is?
Laguna. Oh my god, I'm the worst.
I will say this. I live for Laguna.
Yeah.
Laguna has
hands.
Laguna has actually Laguna Blue
Devil in the Details by Rose.
Laguna Blue has a no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, sure, listen to her.
Yeah, and then Hands by Laguna Blue, or it's also got a fun Game Boy and Hands by Laguna Blue.
But Laguna's voice, I will say this. You can't come for that bitch's voice or her underbite. Also, one of my dear friends, our dear friends, released a song, and I just want to look at the name of the song. It's called The Game, and that is by Miss Olivia Lux.
Ooh, cute.
It is so cute and kind of jazzy and just like relaxed tea, but also you could pop open a can or a drink and just like, just like, hey girl, to it. Tajma and I listened to it in Kansas City the day it was released, and I immediately texted her. I was like, bitch, I'm so proud of you.
You're oh my god, I have to hear it. I can't wait.
I will definitely play it. Maybe we'll get some permissions or figure out how to do that.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be cute to play some Queen's music before our show next couple weeks.
Yeah.
During Pride.
I think we need to. We just will not be on Facebook. So if you do not follow us on our YouTube channels, please do that. Right. We have another comment coming in. What's up, fellas?
Hey Ty, what's up, fellas? Yes, P-Town is incredible. I think Seth Rudetsky is hosting cabaret nights throughout the summer and definitely worth attending. I am going to P-Town at the end of August, and I cannot freaking wait.
Are you visiting my friends?
Yeah, I haven't been to P-Town in like 7 years.
You know who lives there?
No, who?
Jason and Jeff live there.
Jason and Jeff live in P-Town?
They rented a house for a long-term home in P-Town.
Hi, friends. I need to reach out to you.
Yeah.
Wait, so they don't live in California anymore?
No, they do. They rented a home in P-Town. You know they're bougie, extra girls.
Hey, they're living the life, and I'm obsessed with it.
Yeah. Live your best life.
Yeah.
So
always.
Also on our Hot Girl Summer list is National Entertainer of the Year.
Yeah.
Where we are just going to queer it up, beyond queer it up. And
I cannot freaking wait. That rehearsal went really well.
So we had an amazing,
really well.
Amazing rehearsal.
Yeah.
If any of our boys are watching, I just want you to know I'm so beyond happy and proud of what happened. And the people who are thinking that they don't know it, I'm actually proud of that as well because they're so concerned about knowing it.
First rehearsal, y'all. You're killing it. Thank
wonderful.
You for being a part of it.
Can we talk about the underside of my arm and how different it is from the rest of my skin tone?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's like everyone, isn't it, though?
It is, but it's just like, I raised this and I was like, whoa, girl, you're white down there.
Me too.
So that's on our Hot Girl Summer list. Yeah. I also just think, like, I want a good barbecue moment. I want to have a good, like...
nice outing.
Yeah, some kiki, some like rosé white wine moments on Long Island would be nice, nice and cute. Let's just like
moments in Central Park with a bunch of peeps.
Yeah, winning a national title, like all of these things are just on our list.
We're gonna do them all.
We will.
We're gonna do them all.
How do we feel about Hot Girl Summer? Anybody else have plans this summer? It does not have to be a girl summer, but we call it Hot Girl Summer.
Hot Girl Summer is just
we are just living our best summer life. What are you up to this summer? What are we doing?
Yeah.
I have friends that are competing in pageants. I'm dressing one coming up. Yeah, it's
how are y'all gonna live your best Hot Girl Summer coming out of this COVID?
We want to know.
Curious. Please tell us.
I will say, being in a club for the first time without a mask on was very nerve-wracking, but knowing that I had the vaccine was a little bit more reassuring. But also seeing people just be careful. Mm-hmm. I do think that in the queer community we are being, from what obviously that's the community I live in, so I can't say like the straights are not doing it. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, seeing the queer community, I have seen people being careful and just being also non-judgmental of people that are still wearing their masks in clubs. And so live it up, girl.
Well, there's also like, you can't yet, if I'm correct, you can't yet actually just like go inside and roam around, right? You have to book reservations and tables and such.
There are clubs that are definitely doing that, and I applaud and support and want to be a part of you more. Mm-hmm. 2 more. I plan on becoming a millionaire somehow.
You better, Akeel.
Yes.
That's exactly how you should live your Hot Girl Summer. Oh my God, how are you?
Also, when you figure it out, would love to join you on that journey.
Yeah, let us know. We'll host a show on your yacht.
We've talked a long time about opening a restaurant called Viva Aaliyah, and Chris like being the beverage god. So
it's very sweet.
Miss Gay Diamond America. I didn't want to say it without you saying it, babe, but yes, we are. I'm dressing Taj for Miss Gay Diamond America.
Fierce work. I didn't even know you were doing that. Hell yeah.
So we are both going to be competing for nationals coming up.
You know, I love that. I think that's the most beautiful thing because you handed down the crown to her once.
I did. Mm-hmm. That was the best, one of the best moments of my life.
Yeah.
Akeel, haha, definitely, yes. Sorry, I didn't mean to read it like that.
No,
I was actually laughing internally with you.
Akeel's a high school friend. I've known Akeel since I was like 8 years old. He lived on my street.
On your street?
On my street.
On your street?
Where we live.
The streets. That's where you got your cred?
On the streets, yeah. I knew Akeel on the streets. The suburbs of Manch, Vegas. They was nasty too.
Manch what?
Manch, Vegas.
I have no idea.
That's what that was a name for Manchester. We called it Manch, Vegas. I don't know. It was the only place in the most populated town in New Hampshire with 110,000 people. So I guess it earned the title of Manch, Vegas. Well, but actually, fun little fact: we have the longest two dead end street in America. Do you know what I'm trying to say? The street has dead ends on both sides.
I love your dad so much.
What did my dad say? Chris's version of thinking out loud is the best. Sorry, Topher. Need some airtime. A summer best song for sure. I'll go drag if you get it out there. Oh my God. Aw, thanks, Daddy-O. My son's gonna kill me.
I love you so much.
Oh my God. What a jerk.
Your dad is brilliant.
No, he's the best. He's the best.
Manch Vegas. Oh my gosh. First of all, I just want to leave that comment up the entire show because it's almost raunchy sounding. Manch Vegas.
It does.
It needs to be said like that.
Like it's like man covered in
Manch Vegas. We've been talking about our Hot Girl Summer, but we've also been speaking a lot about pride because we are proud to be queer. We are happy to be us. Yes. I just did a pride show. It was wonderful. It was beautiful. It was a kick. My Rich show was a pride kickoff show.
I'm so proud of you. It's amazing. That must have felt absolutely incredible as you always
did. Yeah, it was.
I still haven't seen any drag performances. Another one. I get it out there.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Rude. But we decided that we were going to talk about pride topics once a week.
Yes.
And so our topic this week is going to be all the rainbow garb.
All the rainbow negligee.
Someday you'll find it, the rainbow connection.
That's garb, not as in garbage, but garb as in what one wears.
Oh my God, so much Manch Vegas coming through. Good old Manch Vegas.
Oh my God.
Home of Adam Sandler.
Oh, it is. Manch Vegas, Manchester is the home of Adam Sandler.
Well, I don't know if that's something you should be proud of or not.
I don't know. Is he canceled?
Also, no, he's not canceled, but it is Adam Sandler.
But
and then somebody said Munch Vegas.
my dad said.
Oh, your dad. I
Vegas.
didn't read who it was.
Munch Vegas.
I like.
And the U is nowhere near an A on a keyboard.
Can we just give some appreciation to your dad?
Yeah.
Like all of the love.
My dad is amazing. He's my daddy-o. He's a DJ, so he actually plays my recording, my cover of Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran at every wedding that he functions. And after it's done, he announces over the microphone that it's his son who sings it.
Aww.
Yeah.
I love him even more.
It's very sweet.
Great restaurants in Manch, Vegas.
Yeah, sure. Lots and lots of dive bars. All the Chinese restaurants, really.
Stop.
You could get a real good Mai Tai.
He said, yes, I do.
Or Scorpion
Oh my
Bowl.
God. I want to be invited to the next wedding he's DJing or event where he plays that.
He throws quite a party.
And I want to get on the mic with him and re-embarrass you.
Do it. Listen, you'll have opportunities. He would not
The
mind.
fun thing is if you were there, you would just try and sing over yourself. It doesn't matter how loud it goes, you will do it.
Sing it out loud! I'll just be screaming it. Drunk.
The Yi.
Oh God, the Yi Dynasty. When I
Don't
was just
tell
talking
me
about
about
all the
it.
Chinese restaurants.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Yi Dynasty is a Chinese restaurant on one side and like a dive bar and karaoke lounge on the other with a couple of food tables. You know, so you get your Scorpion Bowl for real cheap.
Okay, I've just made a decision.
$.
I've just made a full
And
decision.
karaoke there is amazing.
And there's not going to be any commentary from me next week. We are having all the Manch Vegas. So you can tell us about So you tell us about it. Daddy-O, Koval, we need you there. We need to talk about Manch Vegas more and then also about Chris. Hashtag Hot Girl Summer. Have fun, y'all. Hey, Bo!
Hello. Thanks for tuning in.
Miss you, boo-boo. We should have a little face chat again today after the show.
That'd be fun.
We do have to call Johnny, though. Johnny is our friend.
True.
But we will also talk about. So, all the rainbow garb. I want to hear your thoughts first on rainbow garb, what you're willing to, what you're not willing to.
I'm all about getting super festive, but I like to do it in a tasteful way. For me, tasteful, what I think is tasteful.
Define taste.
Yeah, and listen, everyone can rock it out any way you want. I'm not judging anyone else. Just for me, I'll probably, because I got some nails right now, I'll probably do like a rainbow nail this month. I'll probably go get a rainbow nail done because it's Pride and it's like the first Pride we've been able to enjoy since COVID. And I know I keep like nailing that right on the head, but I just
Nail.
Yeah, just one more. Bang!
Coffee.
I just think it's so important right now to really soak it up.
Yeah.
Because it's been a year and a half of the craziest time, and so we need to get into it. We need to get into it. So yeah, I'll probably have. But this is just me. I'm a little more conservative with my garb anyway. So I'll probably do a nail. I'll probably get some. I saw these really cute rainbow. There's a I didn't show you them. There was a really cute Converse high top I saw. It had this like beautiful rainbow road, and it was a proper rainbow, a purposeful proper Pride rainbow with all the colors that are supposed to be there. If you know what I mean. It's not just really.
Can you say that 4 times fast?
Purposeful proper rainbow. Purposeful proper rainbow. Purposeful proper rainbow. Purposeful proper rainbow. Purposeful. Sounds like purples for proper rainbow.
Said, the first time you said purposeful proper Pride rainbow.
Oh.
You had 3 P's in there.
Well, now I'm saying purple is for proper rainbow.
Purple is for poppers. Or red.
Purple's for poppers. That's how you can get your hot girl summer too.
Poppers are definitely a way to get your hot girl summer.
Sure is.
They're also a way. I've actually used poppers not in a sexual way with Tajma and our friend Jamal.
On the dance floor?
No,
not even.
But I have also done that.
Oh, on the dance floor.
So we sat in a basement in a house I used to live in Michigan.
Bo, you should tell your papa story.
Sitting in a row, passing the poppers back and forth, literally just cackling. Because, it gives you that, that head
rush
moment. Yeah. Daddy, Koval says, saw the rainbow bread. It was awesome.
Rainbow bread? There's rainbow bread?
There's rainbow bagels, girl.
Oh, rainbow bagels are cool.
Yeah.
But what I was saying too earlier
Hold
is,
on.
I heard poppers. I heard poppers.
This Christian woman has a freezer full of poppers. And by Christian woman, I mean Tasha Sets.
I just bought some yesterday.
Freezer full. There is a box in her freezer.
A box?
Yeah. Like, I have a box
Lord.
of pre-rolled weed.
Yeah.
She has boxes of poppers.
Oh, speaking of another PSA, be careful. Did you hear about the fentanyl nonsense that's been going on? Not nonsense, but like disaster.
No.
Like fentanyl in if you buy, I mean, you have to sign your pre-rolled.
Oh yeah. It's California weed.
Right. But I guess if you're
And it's
buying
from the
pre-rolled weed or getting like
Oh.
Xanax or Percocets off Snapchat.
No, these are. I don't have like joints, even though they're joints. They're not like the rolled joints. Okay. Let's see. Come on, poppers in the water.
It's the Chicago Gay Beach pastime.
Oh my gosh. The what's the Chicago beach, the gay beach called, Bo? I frequented it very often in the summers when I lived in Michigan.
Bo lives across the street from it.
We have friends that lived right there on the waterway. Also, Lake Michigan is beautiful and wonderful and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah. Talk to me, Bo.
So Garb. Oh yeah, and the
there
only
it is, Hollywood Beach. We've been there so many times. Yes.
Yeah, the only thing also I really have to say about it, aside from just maybe doing my nails and like, I do live for a cute Levi's tube sock that's got rainbows on it.
Levi's is one of the qualified brands.
Yeah, because we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
I don't want to support. I have a hard time when I walk around New York City and all of a sudden everywhere I see now is just blasted rainbows from all these companies. I walked into Old Navy today and they had all these Old Navy t-shirts with rainbows on them and they say Old Navy and I'm just like, I don't know where your money's going. Are you supporting any causes? Are you supporting any communities, any organizations that are LGBTQ?
I hope it's still up, yes.
I don't know. So
read this out loud.
Straight white people asking where their heterosexual Pride Day at when they know damn well Old Navy's 4th of July sale's coming up. Yeah, that's a meme.
That's like a real thing.
That's the tea. That is all the mushes.
So Hollywood Beach is the naked gay beach.
The naked gay beach.
Beach.
I love it. That's how I'm spelling beach from now on.
Absolutely.
Beach. But what are your thoughts on Pride Garb?
You know, I used to be like, so my XXX, like the one I was with when Tajman I met, was very like rainbow necklacey and all of these little jewelry things. And I was like, I can't do that. But I agree with you. Like a splash here and there. Also, as you get more comfortable in your queerness and just like you're able to express yourself in your own light, even though you're wearing rainbow. Yeah. It's a different reality. So
yeah, I think it'd be real cute to, I don't know, I want to accessorize in rainbow. I want to accessorize in color.
I also think I do drag, and so like I have a rainbow wig, and I actually don't have a rainbow costume. We went through this the other day. Oh. I did a Pride bathing suit competition once in drag, and so I have a Pride bathing suit. It's like, but it's also like snake skin and neon, and you know I'm a very neon drag queen. Oh my gosh, I'll tell you this story in a second. But Roban, just remember that. Okay. So I think in drag I did most of the Pride stuff I got for Curacao Pride. Right. So I performed at Prides everywhere, but Curacao Pride was like big for me. They had a white party, and so for the white party, actually, my outfit for my performance was white, and it looked like a flower pedaling out and had gold in it, and was the AB stones stand for Aurora Borealis, so it's like stones that shift color in all the lights. But I had these waterfall earrings with rainbow fringe on them, but my walk around outfit was a sleek black wig and a sheer black bodysuit for the white party. Ooh. That was 100%. When I tell y'all, she was naked underneath. The only thing I had covering myself was duct tape. I was shaved and shorn from the eyebrows down. There was not a stitch of hair on this body, and I tucked old school. And old school is we used to tuck our stuff back with duct tape. Oh yeah. So I had not a stitch of anything else on me except for that sheer black bodysuit. And there's pictures. Chip and I have pictures together. My husband is Chip. He's around the corner, for those of you who don't know. But I had, it was sickening. And then my Pride outfit was neon greens and pinks and whatever. But yeah, no, I think in drag I rarely wear Pride, like rainbow flaggy stuff. But I'm not against it. And actually I
want everyone to live their best goddamn life. If I see someone walking down the street wearing all the rainbow, I applaud them.
Yeah.
I will literally applaud them.
And last Pride for Viva Aaliyah, I gave away. I did drawings on like show me your drinks.
Yeah.
What did I call it?
Show me your drinks.
No. What do I say? What's in your
What's in
glass?
your glass?
Good Lord. I can't even remember my own slogan that
Show
I had
me your drinks.
for over a year. But I gave away Pride sets. Tajma actually won one of them.
Cute.
And I gave away. I said did this.
Medallions.
But I gave away. There's actually one right there.
A brooch.
Brooches.
Brooches.
So Roban is.
What is Roban?
So Roban is my ex's name is TJ. His drag name is Robin Michelle because his dad's name was Rob and his mom's name was Michelle. So Rob and Michelle, but Roban, and he wrote it Roban, Roban. So not a good drag queen, not a good person. But yeah, that's who Tajma met me when I was dating. You know, when we're young, we mix the
You know, of course.
But we have to get to those to get to the good ones, right, honey?
Yeah, we're gonna make good mistakes later.
But yeah, no, so all the Pride garb, I agree with you though. I think we need to be very conscious. And this is also for straight allies. Be very conscious of who you're giving your money to.
Absolutely.
When you are buying Pride gear. So it's really sickening that like Levi and Old Navy and Nordstrom and this and that are doing all of that. But make sure that when you're searching when you're buying from the company, you're searching who their money is going towards.
Yeah.
Because if it's just going back into their corporate pocket, that's one thing. If it's going towards training programs for their company to support LGBTQ issues or BIPOC issues, that's a different thing. But if it's going to like GLAAD or the Trevor Project, a lot of people are going to spend money, honey, do it up. Because our queer organizations are just pushing us forward and making sure that we're in a good spot.
Yeah.
On that note, also watch your queer organizations because there was an organization, I'm not going to call them out right now because I've already called out enough today, but make sure that you're studying your queer organizations because there was an organization back in the day that used to pocket its money and not give it back to the community. So, all that said, let's celebrate Pride this month.
Yes.
We're going to be doing a Pride topic each week.
Yes, we are.
And we haven't decided what next week is. So if you have any suggestions, let us know.
Yeah.
And keep commenting, y'all. We love interacting with you. But we have a last one, which I'm actually very excited about.
I'm excited about it too.
And I wrote it. I want you to read it because of the way I wrote it.
Okay. All of the villains!
Yes.
Is that what you wanted?
Yes, I did. Even though I wrote all L's, I wanted it that way.
Right. Because that's like what that means.
Yeah. So we were having a very serious conversation about Disney villains.
We were. And about how they're misunderstood.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about Cruella, because if those of you who haven't seen it, Emma Stone is everything in that movie.
She really did a great job.
Absolutely incredible. It was a remarkably done movie. I've seen it twice. And, comparing sort of like, the Wicked Witch of the West, and then you see her alphabet is her actual name, her story in the book Wicked, also the Broadway musical. You can learn about the humanity behind these people that have been vilified and then called villains by whoever the status quo is.
Yeah, who decided they were villains?
Yeah, whose narrative is the one that's telling the story.
Them up.
Yeah, we feel about it. So we got to learn who Cruella was. And so we decided, let's talk about all the Disney villains.
Michael, I know you have nationals coming up. Good luck. But are you performing in the city anytime soon? I can tell you that I am not performing directly in the city as anytime soon. But I do have a brunch coming up in Jersey City. Hoboken, same thing. I'm going to get yelled at for that one. On the 27th of June, and that's Barbados, which you've been to, and we love it there.
You throw a great show.
It's great food. I perform solo. Chris comes usually, so feel free to tag along with us. Happy to have you. So yeah, we'll talk about it offline though.
Yeah, all of the villains. All right, name me some of your favorite Disney villains.
Before you say that, I do want to say I loved the movie. Since you were talking about Cruella, I loved Cruella. And the gays hype things up a lot. The gays, we're dramatic folk. There's a reason we have our own celebration with necky people and drag queens and all of that. We are dramatic folk. We are thespians, you know. And but I was I think expecting more pomp and circumstance from the movie than I got. but I loved it. I did love the movie. I was just like, this is not as like flashy or as like, it was darker than I thought it was going to be. It did look like Tim Burton had worked on it in some areas. Right. I know he didn't, but it was.
It's got that vibe. It's got that grungy dark.
I think it was much more real than I expected it to be. I think I expected it to be a little bit more cartoonish.
Oh, I see.
Especially especially with the way the gays were like, this is the best movie ever. It's so dramatic. Yes, she's sickening. She's wonderful. She's everything. you know how the gays love to. Yes.
Like murmurs.
Yeah, and you're like, what are you saying, girl? I'm not really sure.
I didn't hear anything. I didn't hear anything about it. So
no,
I didn't know you got so much hype on it.
I just leaned and I think it looked like I was gonna kiss you or something.
Wow.
Not on camera.
No, just can't.
But yeah, no, I live for it. Some of my favorite villains though. What's your favorite? Who is your favorite of all time?
Oof, my favorite Disney
villain. Let's do our favorites and then villains we don't think get credit. As much credit as they deserve.
I mean, the first one that comes to mind.
I also want to know from you, who's your favorite villain? Not just Disney.
Is Ursula. Like, oh my god.
The Queen of Queens.
The Queen of Queens.
Literally my favorite.
Oh, just iconic.
Yeah.
Absolutely iconic.
Wholeheartedly.
In the past have been a nest.
I mean, it's also because we all want to be her.
Oh, she's just so damn everything. She's got all of it. She's sexy. She gives no shits. She's just purely herself. And she's got a great business.
Yeah.
She's really entrepreneurial.
She really is. She's an entrepreneurial-minded hooker.
You know?
That just took her winnings and left.
She's got her own cave. Like, how cool is that?
Yeah, and girl, two servants, Flotsam and Jetsam.
I mean,
two queer. Clearly, they're homosexual together, and so she's their. Let's say that, yeah. Drag mama.
She's the drag mama.
Fruit fly is what I was going to say.
Oh, they're fruit fly.
But she really leads them. She's
like
she
does.
She's the house of
of Ursula.
She's Ursula, but she's the house of love.
Oh, the house of love. Yes.
So same answer for Chip. He loves Yzma. We still have to get Chris to watch Emperor's New Groove.
I haven't seen
Yzma is kind of everything.
Yeah.
Especially in the end when they turn her into a cat and she's still like a bad bitch.
Oh. So then
Taj's favorite is Jafar.
Yes. I mean, how queer can a character get in a Disney movie?
Prince Abubu. Abubu. Still my favorite line. So good.
He is.
Who's that?
There's that archetype too of that like distinguished, intelligent, well-spoken. We're not going to say he's gay character.
And like you said, you haven't seen Hercules,
right?
I said Hercules.
Hercules.
That's a different movie.
Movie.
That is Dr. Doolittle.
No.
Meet the.
No.
The Clumps.
The
right?
Clumps. The
that
Clumps.
One.
Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor. There we go. But Hades is clearly a homosexual, and the comedian. She's, hey, welcome everybody, welcome to the show. We're having a good time here, and that's very that.
Yeah. I wish I could comment.
The gayest. Jafar is the gayest.
The gayest.
Ooh. And the it's almost like when you're telling
he's so dainty with those
your
big,
lady friends
fingers.
like I can do what I want to, kiss me.
Right, and I'm sorry, but like when he turns into his when he turned into his own genie. I'm sorry, that was giving me like leather daddy, jail cell.
He definitely was going to the cock that night.
Yeah.
Or the eagle.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. That was Jafar goes to the eagle moment.
Tony Daniels coming in. Hi.
Well, hey Tony, how are you, honey?
How are you, babe?
I hope you're doing great.
Let us know who your favorite Disney or non-Disney villain is. We are kind of stuck in the Disney headspace, but there was actually, somebody said the other day, do you remember the movie Fern Gully?
Yes.
Do you remember the movie Fern Gully? Yes. What was he called? Like the Ick or something? I can't remember.
Toxic love.
Yeah, how was he not gay?
Oh my god.
Or All Dogs Go to Heaven, the crocodile.
Just lounging.
Yeah.
What's it? Lingering.
Luxuriating.
That's the
lingering.
word. He was called Nexus. Nexus was a villain. He was this smoke monster. He was the smog.
Koval
the
the Cruel from Disney.
Koval the Cruel?
What's that mean?
Is that me? The Cruel? Look at me thinking I'm a Stella right now, and I'm just not really deep inside.
And Daddy Koval says, "Gravity works."
Gravity works. Another quote from Friendly. That movie was on religiously when I was a child.
But Lumiere was not gay, or Lumiere was not evil. He was. I will give you.
Oh yeah.
Actually, he was a woman's man.
He was a ladies'
gay. He was a ladies' man, a woman's man. But can we talk about Gaston? Oh, Batty was so good from that. Yeah,
so good. Oh, Gaston. There's just so. It's like. Are you trying?
Gaston is the one we all hate in the crowd.
Yes, you better. Good voice. I always used to
I just
pause.
heard him once.
I used to pause that moment where and every last inch of me is covered with hair. Literally would pause as a child and be like, wow.
And then she was doing things to her tail. Let's see. My oh yes, Queen of Hearts, for sure.
Yeah, it's not even necessarily that these characters are gay, but it's like how queer and campy.
But they're. I mean,
queer
first
and
of all,
campy.
Helena Bonham Carter.
I mean, queer and campy.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he was faking.
Oh, Lumiere. He's saying Lumiere.
Oh, he was faking. I was like, Chris was faking?
No, he was just pretending to be a ladies' man. That's why he went for the feather dusters.
Harmony, my boys. Yes, we always have Harmony.
Ooh, always. So does the Nut Man. He's a wonderful musician. We need to play soon.
So, okay. Not a queer character. A villainous character that does not get the credit they deserve. Is there one in your opinion?
Ooh.
I felt that in my soul.
Nobody is coming to my mind. So how about you go first?
Let's see. A villain that does not get the respect that they deserve.
Maybe Scar.
I don't know. Scar is also homosexual.
Yeah, Scar is not homosexual.
Also, did y'all know this? I just said this out loud to Chris before the show. I said this out loud to Chris before the show. But I just learned this last night that there is an origin story for Scar that Disney released, apparently. And Scar's not his real name. It was a bully name that Mufasa gave him. Rude.
Whose narrative are we listening to?
Yeah. Whose narrative are we listening to? Should Mufasa really been thrown off that cliff? Maybe.
Who knows? We don't know the truth. We don't know Scar's story or AKA Scar.
A villain that doesn't get the credit they deserve. So Anastasia, that's the makeup brand. Anastasia, the Rasputin. I live for Rasputin. And the numbers that he has in that show are just beautiful. I don't think he'd give. Also, I don't think that movie gets enough credit. I think it's actually a really beautiful movie.
How about villain sidekicks that don't get enough credit? Because I agree with you about Rasputin, but also that little adorable wombat. He goes, "I give her a ha and a hi-ya and I kick her, sir." Oh, so cute.
Bartok.
Yes, that's his name.
Bartok was great.
Oh, he was wonderful.
Goofy was in transition.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, we're just outing. Tony's outing all of the Disney characters. I live.
Goofy's in transition. Yes.
Who else?
Who would be another villain that's undervalued?
I am thinking. I mean, there's a lot of villains.
Ooh, Cinderella's stepmother.
Lady Tremaine.
Yeah, like what's going on with her? We really don't give two shits about her.
She's clearly an old hag. And like, I'm not gonna say the whole term, but she loved the gays. She was definitely the queer magnet in her day.
Oh well, you know that would have been like literally the same person as Dorothy from Golden Girls. Like how well would B. Arthur have played? I think maybe I just feel like B. Arthur would have been an amazing.
Oh no! Did you see the live action one?
What?
Yeah.
No.
With Kate Blanchett?
I didn't.
Oh my god, she played her so sickeningly.
Oh.
Kate was such a good. The drop of the cap she got on, like she dropped Lucifer on the ground and walked him in on a leash, and also the costuming of that movie. Holy Jesus, Lord have mercy.
Okay, I don't know why I missed it.
Roundhouse stunning. Who are some drag race villains that we just look for? Or don't live for. Who's your least favorite Drag Race villain?
Villain? Well, I kind of feel like...
AKA fan favorite. No, I'm just kidding.
I would have to say my least favorite Drag Race villain would probably be the Vixen.
I love the Vixen.
I just felt like for that season, it was a lot.
I think
they
production
painted it very presentation.
Production painted her as the angry black.
Right, exactly, and I guess that's why it's my least favorite idea, because it was just the production of it. They created this monster out of it. Who's your least?
Wait,
favorite?
Can you read that first?
Wait, what? Right, back to my Cruella de Colville. Thanks, Tony.
Cruella de Colville. My least favorite character ever on Drag Race is Serena Cha-Cha.
Serena Cha-Cha.
Remember, she came in and she was like, "I'm an artist, and I'm gonna make this ugly thing that looks like a Peter Pan costume." And she's being invited back for All Stars, and I really just want her to go home first.
She sounds frustrating.
She sounds obnoxious. She also makes ugly wigs.
I don't remember her.
I do. She's always at DragCon selling ugly wigs.
What's that line that Mariah says?
Oh, least favorite Drag Race villain, Eureka. Also,
Ooh.
not a fan of Eureka, Bo.
Was she painted as a villain?
Wait,
Eureka O'Hara?
She just bitched so much.
Go back to Drag Race City Where You Belong?
No, that's Fifi.
That's Fifi O'Hara. Sorry, Rom O'Hara.
Then
but
that's
another
Party
villain.
City, not Drag Race City.
I called it Drag
Go
Race
back to Drag Race City Where You Belong. Also, we could probably make some money on Drag Race City.
We should make Drag Race City.
Yeah.
Who's going to open that
Drag Race City, bitch. Drag Race City, bitch.
Imagine though. I mean, there could be a Drag Race theme park like that.
Least favorite judge ever on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Ooh, least favorite
Now we're
judge, Santino.
Same.
The worst. Who were you? You never belonged there judging anyone.
And
at all.
Stop appropriating Hasidic people, because you and your little curls on the side of your head. Grumpy couldn't come to terms with this section. Oh my gosh, still on the market.
Tony Daniels killing it with his comment.
I mean, seven short men with Napoleon complexes living in a house, they all were definitely playing with each other.
Oh, absolutely.
And Doc was their daddy.
Yeah, and Dopey was the one who was just like the power bottom, giving it to everyone.
He was the bukkake.
He really was. That's why he was so dopey. His face was covered, always.
Literally and figuratively. All right, y'all. I think we have rounded out our show.
I think so too.
Do you have anything else for me, my dear?
No, I think that was a wonderful show, and I think I'm very grateful that we got to have it and have our first Pride one.
Loving
thank you all
Tony.
for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you. I honestly needed this. I feel like last week it was a little cathartic to come home and not have to do something, but also at the same time I was like, I missed my Munchkins. Miss you all last
Love
week.
You, Munchkins.
So we will be here next week for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure, and 7 years ago. Great show. Thank you,
yeah, honey.
Daddy Koval.
Love you all the munches.
Love you all the munches.
And on that note, we love you all the munches. Bye. Bye, y'all.
Happy Pride.